African context. But to put this into our development strategy, we would wish to see how we can take power to the last, the poorest woman in Uganda, how we can get them from using biomass for cooking, how we can use them for electrons to develop our industrial base. The focus of turning the economy tenfold is actually driven by the flow of electrons to make sure that everybody in the country is not left behind. We are going to carry the whole of our population. The last mile connections are extremely important. If I can get that poor old woman in the village to actually move out from using fire, to use electricity for cooking, to use clean cooking methods, this is what will actually deliver the tenfold economic growth for Uganda. But how do we get the resources? How do we get everybody playing to the same tune? We're actually looking at the private sector. How do we make it attractive for the private sector to bring the private sector capital into our development? We are looking at what incentives we provide. How can we attract the private sector investment into the economy? These are things which we are focusing as a policy in the energy sector, bringing the private sector to play a role. But to have this done, we have the utilities. We are looking at how sustainable are these utilities in their financial setup. We wouldn't want the private sector to bring in all the utilities to play solo in it. The utilities must provide fiscal, economic, and financial stability to drive the tenfold growth that we have as a country. This is amidst the various resources, energy resources that we have. Currently, the load base in Uganda is high, but we have a potential to go into solar. How do we develop the solar systems to actually provide electricity? We also have our oil is starting to flow out, but how do we turn that resource in the petroleum development into economically viable status, such that we turn the petroleum not to be a curse in Uganda? We are looking at how do we generate power using the gas which is going to come out of that. We are going to keep clean, but we are not leaving any resource untapped to enable us to develop the economy and that ambitious plan that we have as a country. And then, besides the solar, we also have geothermal, which will enable us to drive and generate the power